Be careful of people who use God's name to control your decisions, because not everyone who says God told me is actually speaking for God. Some people are speaking for their own desires, their own agenda, their own need for control, and they hide it behind spiritual language because they know you'll question yourself before you question them. Have you ever noticed how some people always seem to have a prophecy that benefits them? God told me we were supposed to be together. God told me you were supposed to help me. God told me you need to stay. God told me not to listen to anyone but me. And suddenly what they want becomes what God supposedly wants. That is a dangerous game, because true spiritual guidance should bring clarity. It should invite discernment, not demand blind obedience. See, manipulation often creates pressure. It creates fear. It creates urgency. It makes you feel guilty for questioning it. But truth can withstand questions. Truth does not need intimidation. And God gave you wisdom, a mind, discernment, and the ability to seek Him for yourself. Think about that. Why would God require you to ignore every red flag, every concern, every warning sign, and every piece of wisdom just because someone claims they received a message on your behalf? That is not faith. That is dependency. And some people love having others spiritually dependent on them. The biggest red flag is when someone gets angry because you prayed about it yourself. When they get offended because you ask questions. When they become defensive because you didn't immediately accept their word. A genuine message from God does not need manipulation to survive. If it's truly from God, it won't fall apart because you took time to seek confirmation. So be careful. Not everyone who speaks confidently speaks truthfully. And not everyone who sounds spiritual is spiritually healthy. And not everyone who mentions God is representing Him well. Faith requires trust, but wisdom requires discernment, and you need both. Because some of the most damaging manipulation does not come dressed like evil. It comes dressed like a blessing.